back to episode 5 of Ridiculous Recollections. Today we have Braxton as usual. We have Nick as a new guest. We have Gavin back. And we also have Ephrem. Ephrem,
Oh, wow.
how are you today?
I'm all right. I'm doing good. How are you, Benjamin?
I'm doing awesome. Nick, you're new. How's it going?
Oh, I'm just doing peachy. How are you, Ben? How's
I'm doing
everybody
wonderful.
doing? All you fine, wonderful, gentle farts.
So today marks our new YouTube. We will have a YouTube podcast up after this.
Indeed.
So if anybody listening wants to see what are our expressions, we are all at our own houses right now, so it's not really that's special. But we are planning to do more video podcasts in the same, like, we'll all come over to one person's house and we'll do one podcast in the same room. So that will be hopefully coming up soon. We will also planning to do a hot tub podcast. That'll be fun.
That'll get weird.
That'll get weird.
So
It'll
excited.
get weird.
It'll be
It'll be
hot.
Physical.
I'm ready for it.
Let's get
Y'all
physical.
want to hear something cool?
What do you got, Ben?
Listen to this. That was a sweet Coors Banquet.
Yeah, we didn't hear you open
You
that.
mean a soda?
Yeah,
soda
there was
pop?
no
Oh
noise.
shit, that was depressing. Well, today I have a would you rather to start off with, which I think will be a tradition from now on. So there is an old question. It might not be exact, but this is our rendition of it. We have, would you rather fight 5 fifth graders or 100 second graders? Braxton, you go first.
I have experience with this question. I fought. I had a position of work last year where I dealt with the naughty
Fighting children.
naughties who would throw hands. I guess I never experienced dealing with any fifth graders, but I know second graders were. Depends on the second graders that you get, but I'm gonna have
That's
to say
100.
I'm gonna have to say 5 fifth graders easily. Just because 100 second graders, you got no time to relax. 5 fifth graders, you can just throw like a few punches and they're down.
That's a
That's
valid.
not terrible.
That's valid.
Gavin?
I'm gonna go with the fifth graders. I stand better with 5 than 100.
Nick?
See, here's how I look at it. You could just wear your steel toes, or any boot for that matter, and just start kicking. You came to school to kick. So if you come to school to kick, you're going to town on these 5 fifth graders.
That's how I felt in elementary school. I wore steel
I
toe
was
boots
just
in
gonna say
elementary
that.
school.
You used to wear those
I was coming
fucking
to school to kick.
them fucking
I was-
cat steel toes, all black cat steel toes. I
I don't
remember them
want
fucking
to
things.
be weird, but when I was in 2nd grade, I used to wear women's steel toe cowboy boots because they didn't make men small enough. They made women small enough, and they looked the same.
Ben, I know you used to attack people with the boots. That used to be your.
I did.
That was
I
your
did.
niche.
I used
I
to
do.
people when I started kicking people.
I do have memories in high school of Ben walking up to me and kicking me in the shin with his boot.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
just me being a dick. I apologize.
Nah.
All right, Ephrem, what do you think of that question?
I'm gonna have to go with the fifth graders. I just think, like Braxton said, 100, they're gonna wear you out so quick.
You're gonna get worn out by
Only
200
5
second graders.
Yeah, I feel like there's just enough of them. It's just they all pile on you. You get tired. I think fifth
Well,
grader.
I never said you couldn't have a gun.
That was
Um,
assumed. That was assumed.
Either
Okay,
way, I'm
alright.
choosing the fifth graders.
Can we,
I think
can
I'm
we
gonna
say
I don't know.
You said it. Not.
I already said it, so.
That's true.
Ephrem, you are cutting out a little bit. I do believe it's your internet, but that's okay. Don't worry about it.
All right.
I'm gonna choose fifth graders. Yeah, I feel like
Man,
we have a consensus. We definitely have a consensus here that Would You Rather was not the best. Wasn't as good as that fiery one we had last time. But it'll get better. Don't you worry. Nick, I do believe you have a topic. I would like to hear what you have.
All right. How many ice augers do you think I'm going to lose through the ice this year? 10. That's
this year, 3.
Wild.
I'm saying 3.
15. Gavin is thinking. All right. Because, yeah.
How many did you lose last year?
Well, none, because there was no fucking ice.
Let me butt in here real quick. So, it's a yearly tradition. Me and Nick go, oh, yeah, let's go ice fishing. So we get out, we plan a day, and we go on Marketplace and pick up an auger. And then we go out and drill a hole, and the auger falls through the ice. It is a yearly tradition.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because I got a Snapchat memory of 2 years ago, a couple of weeks ago. And this was a memory from the second time I lost an auger through the ice that season. And yeah, we didn't catch shit. Not at all. We ended up, what actually happened is we started blowing up firecrackers inside of like foam coffee cups from Quick Trip. We were just asphyxiating ourselves. I can't fucking say that word right now, but yeah, we were dying of like oxygen loss in that shanty. With how many?
Well,
that too.
You do know, if you put gasoline on foam and then light it on fire,
Napalm.
it creates napalm. So I mean,
that is
you could have just done that.
Yeah, so we basically made napalm in a ice shanty, a 4x4 ice shanty.
Wasn't it a turkey blind? I don't think it was an ice shanty. It was an uninsulated turkey blind.
I don't think. Well, maybe it was.
That was the first year.
Yeah, because that was Isaac's real nice ice shanty. But yeah, the second year that I lost that ice auger through.
Lost.
Come again?
Lost auger.
From you, your mic is going dicko mode right now.
And can you explain how the auger went through the ice?
Not really, other than the fact that it just wasn't hooked up to the drill very good.
I feel like the chuck loosened up.
This is a drill auger?
Yeah, it was on my fucking Milwaukee.
You guys lost an auger off a drill.
It was on my Milwaukee, and then it wasn't.
Many times.
Twice now.
Yeah, this was
once a year in the last 2 years. Is that what I'm understanding?
No, it was back-to-back times in 1 year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is impressive.
That's a good, bad track record.
That is actually impressive.
I'm pretty impressed by myself.
I'm upset because those augers are not cheap.
No.
I have a mixer.
I have mine. It's sitting in the rafters in my garage right now. The one thing I don't know where it is the fucking auger to drill attachment.
I think my favorite ice fishing memory was we were fishing up in Trempolo on Third Lake, I believe. And we were towards the end. We had a hand auger with very dull blades. And I was like, this is a great spot that we should fish. So I spend probably 15, 20 minutes just screwing the thing in, out of breath, tired. And I get through the ice, and the auger drops about 2 inches. And all I see is mud. And the sheer disappointment on me and Nick's face looked like we were going to cry.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably like 10 degrees out. It was cold.
It wasn't
like me
warm.
At work every day.
Just sad. Just disappointed in your life.
I definitely rethunked some life choices there.
Speaking of work, So, well, actually, I'm gonna do one thing. So I'm a diesel mechanic. Nick is an operator. Ephrem is a welder. And Braxton and Gavin, I'll let you two explain yourself. I don't want to butcher. I'm unsure of your exact title.
Braxton, you can go first.
I'm going to school to be a pilot.
I'm going to school to be a medical device tech.
Sweet, sweet, awesome professions. We're all different. It makes it unique, fun.
Different.
Very different in multiple ways. So today at work, as a diesel mechanic, the owner of the company that I work at works at my location. He lives in where my location resides. So he's at our location and he's looking at one of our trains and he was like, "This is 4 years old. It's starting to rust." That pisses me off. Is the gist of what he said. And I had painted one of our telehandlers, like one of the doors on our telehandlers, ago, and he was impressed. Surprising because I'm not a good painter. I can spray paint, but I'm not good at it. And he was impressed by my painting skills, and he was like, "Hey, I want you to paint this." So now I'm prepping a hat, like parts of a crane to fucking paint for the company. He was like, "You're good at it. You're gonna do it." So now I get to spend all day tomorrow prepping parts and painting.
It's
Very
fun.
fun.
I'm a fucking diesel mechanic, not a painter.
No, you're a painter.
Sounds like you're a
I'm,
painter.
I'm waiting on parts to fix my stuff, and I have nothing else to do. So I guess kind of my fault.
See, it could be worse. You could be an operator, but still run a broom all day, like I did yesterday.
Oof.
Okay, so here's what happened. This was like the perfect day to fucking sleep in, because I slept in for one hell of a bit. I got there an hour and a half late, and then there was nothing to fucking do when I showed up. And then I just started sweeping. It was so boring. I swept the warehouse, I swept the boiler room, and I swept out the inside of my cab.
Did you sweep out the parking lot?
I did not sweep out the parking lot. That would have taken all week.
Sounds like that's tomorrow's project.
I can push many a miles of broom.
You
But
have before
doesn't
with
say
me.
it doesn't say
We
that I
have
want
pushed
to.
many miles of brooms.
We have pushed many a miles of broom at your dad's shop.
So if me and Ben have pushed many miles of brooms together and you two have pushed brooms together, does that make us like connected?
Buddies?
We are the
Broom
best.
buddies? Yeah.
We are the
It's like
best
tunnel buddies, but for
broomers.
sleeping.
Nope. Let's not call it that. Nope.
We're the best broomers in the
We're
Midwest.
polar buddies.
Okay. Speaking of brooming miles, how far do you think you've gotten pushing a broom?
Dude, I could definitely go to the moon. At least go to the moon.
Without exaggerating, I'd say probably a good 50 miles.
Do you count the walk back like to the beginning of your start?
Yes.
Yes, I think you have to.
Okay, yeah.
If so, I think I could definitely go to the moon.
I don't think you
think-
could go to the moon.
I think
I
you're
think-
underestimating the amount of miles it takes to get to the moon, Ben.
Let's see here.
I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, I'll look it up.
It's like 200 something thousand fucking miles, I think.
220,000 is my guess.
I'm guessing.
240. It's 238,855.
I was gonna
Damn,
say.
Ephraim was close.
Very wrong.
I was gonna say 245, but shit.
I would say if
My
you
Jeep
could get
has been to
from-
the moon.
Say
My
a sheep has been to the moon.
my Audi
Jeep has been to the moon.
my Audi's almost been to the moon.
My Volkswagen's been to the moon. I don't
There
know
you
how
go,
it's
boys.
made it that far, but
Not that close yet. Well, 40,000.
My car's made it a fifth of the way.
I feel like I've definitely swept at least 150 miles.
That's impressive.
Like I sweep my job now. I sweep at quite a bit. I like to keep my area clean, and I've swept at my father's company an insane amount.
I have a
Like for a
proposal
couple.
here.
Yes, sir.
I don't think the viewers want to know about us sweeping and how far we sweep.
I think you're right. Let's move on. I do have a topic to speak of. So, as a diesel mechanic, I am looking into a new toolbox, and for the fucking life of me, I want a snap-on epic box. For the
Why do you need a new?
for the
Why do you
visual
need
viewers
a
are
new
going to be streaming.
toolbox?
Let me open this
What,
thing
Ephrem?
up.
Why do you need a new toolbox if you're a painter now?
Ah,
So
shit, you're right.
You need brushes.
Yeah,
I
you
need
need
brushes.
extra paintbrush
Lots of
storage.
brushes.
So I have an aggressive want for a snap-on epic box.
That's
This is
epic.
like the Rolls Royce of toolboxes. So you
Kinda
guys can
looks
see this
dumb.
box, right?
Would you change the colors?
No, this is the color I want.
Oh, that's fucking gross.
You go fuck yourself. It's not your box. You're fucking pilot. I don't care what you think. I can't turn the light on. So there's a light that comes on these, and it like lights up your drawers. The toolbox truck showed up to my work this week, and it was fucking awesome. I got to look at these boxes firsthand, and it made me want to buy one more. So this is the epic box I want.
Holy fuck.
This is 16 grand. It's 68 inches wide, 32 deep, I believe. 30 deep and 49 inches tall.
That is ridiculous.
No, that's not even close to the entire setup I want.
You should just buy a car, a vehicle.
So that right there is 18.5. That would be an okay starter. But and then I was thinking about a locker. That's 24.5. And if I go into, I'd want to change the power box here. You get a power drawer here. I want to change it out and like get rid of the power drawer so I could change toolboxes, but it doesn't. Well, you can see the lights on. Oh, I had to put a work center on. You can see there's a light there. Now. Oh, stop. And then I add a drawer section. The box I want is $35,000.
Fuck
That's
that.
That should be
ridiculous.
pocket change for you union painters.
But this is like, it's like buying a Rolls Royce instead of like a Ford car, like instead of a Ford Taurus.
But
Why
could get
don't you
used-
just
What's the difference
buy-
though? How does it help you?
Okay.
It's awesome.
What I'm saying is Rolls Royce versus a Ford Taurus. They both do the same job, but one is just luxury.
Why don't you just buy a used service truck with a service bed and park it in your bed?
Well, he's thinking now. But
That
then I
would
want
be
to have a
the
snap-on Epic.
You could get a snap-on sticker on the service truck.
I'm sure
But
you
I
could
wouldn't
get
have an
a
Epic.
Exact-
fucking snap-on wrap for a 16th of the cost of that fucking tool
But I
chest.
wouldn't have a snap-on Epic.
I feel like that would be a more stupid purchase than Connor's fucking Camaro.
Now hold on, let's get into fun parts here. Let's dig into how expensive can we get a toolbox to on Snap-on's website. So we're gonna do the right and left stainless power tops because that's probably the most expensive.
All
gonna
the
do-
outlets you possibly could need.
Some work centers, so we've got places to write stuff down. Now I want end cabinets. I want a left and a right. And then, actually, no, you know what? I want powered left and right. And then we're going to do far right powered locker and a far left power locker.
Is there an option to make these remote controlled?
Sadly, there's not. I screwed that up. I gotta go to left powered. Locker, go back to locker, far left.
I think if anyone with any sort of authority whatsoever from Snap-on is listening to this, which I highly doubt, but they should definitely take up that offer and hit me up for some payment options for that idea. An RC
Remote
toolbox.
control.
I think they have
Dude,
something.
40
You
grand
can
a
do these
toolbox,
overheads
easy.
that I can't reach because I'm short as shit.
I hate to break your heart, Ben, but
What?
not this toolbox here, but the toolbox you had before. You could probably get an Icon from Harbor Freight for probably $3,000.
See, I thought about it, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go Epic, or I'm not getting a box. That is literally what I've told myself. Like, next purchase I get, if I'm buying a toolbox, it will be an Epic.
You're gonna go into debt for a toolbox.
So you're not buying it. You're financing it for the next years of your life.
This
know, it'd be
fucking podcast is gonna have to go fucking huge if you want to buy that fucking toolbox.
Ben, that costs as much as a new 6.7.
$100,405, and I'm pretty sure if I get rid of this right work center and put a drawer section, we can hit like 5, or we can hit 105.
You could buy like 2 luxury double wide trailers for that.
$107,560 for this toolbox right here. Now, would I
That's
want this? Not a chance. Like, I can't even reach like the drawers up here. Like, I'm 5'9".
You need a personal
reach these
Snap-on
drawers.
step stool.
Dude, you can step in these boxes. Like, the guy in the truck literally pulled this drawer out here.
Yeah,
'Cause I
just
was like,
open
I
up the
can't-
drawers as a ladder.
I can't eat. I told him, I can't reach this fucking drawer. Like, why would I want this? And he literally pulled out the power drawer and then stood on it and pulled out the top drawer and was like, you can reach it just fine because our drawers can hold your weight.
But let's
It
say
was
you
kind of
were
impressive.
let's say you
I would-
were a specific kind of shop maintenance worker.
Like someone at my father's business, is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Who's got the name of
Don't say it.
DE?
But yeah,
Dean the
you're gonna
Diesel
break
Tech.
that drawer.
Has he got his
I've
chair
seen that
down?
man do some crazy shit.
Has he
What?
got his chair down?
Oh yeah, he had it down. I don't know
You should-
when, but
You should enlighten our viewers on what you did to his chair.
what I did, I didn't do anything. Somebody else at this company took his chair and took a 800-pound magnet and stuck it to the ceiling. So when he came into work the next morning, his chair was stuck to the ceiling.
Mind you, the ceiling is 30 feet up.
Probably 35. Yeah,
30, 35 feet up.
because they put it in the center where like that it comes to a point.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, Ben's screwing around on the Snap-on website here. I have a question for you guys.
Go ahead.
Shoot it.
If you were to have one useless superpower, what would you want to have?
Useless?
Useless?
Useless. Like, doesn't provide much benefit to you. It's just something that's kind of cool.
Examples, please.
I don't know. Like, water bending or something? Like you...
Water bending is not useless. Like, I can throw like fucking pistol whip balls at people of water, and it would just
I feel
break
like
their face in half.
I feel like if you had a superpower of any kind, it would majorly affect your
useful.
life. It would be a
Just some-
major it would be a major thing in your life that you just had.
Imagine
go
if you
first,
could
then.
like. Imagine if you could like turn on lights without like touching anything. You just use your brain.
That's a useless superpower.
That'd be awesome.
That's useful.
It's useful though.
I mean, it's useful, but it's also dumb at
Like,
the
it's
same
not-
time when you can fly.
It's not changing the world. It's just changing my life a little bit.
So
I'll
you're
go for it.
saying, but like you can only turn lights on.
Yeah.
Or you could upset a
that
whole
is
bunch of
useless.
people. You could just start
I mean,
turning
you
people's
could.
lights off.
Yeah, but can you turn on lights that you can see, or is it like all the lights in the world?
I feel like just lights that you could like are in close.
In close
Proximity
proximity to.
Yeah, yeah,
Then I feel like it's definitely useless. Like I'd be like, I want my light on. Bing. Like that's
yeah.
useful, but
Imagine you go to bed and you're scared of the dark. You don't have to get up to turn the lights off
why turn the lights off? If you're scared of the dark.
because like once you're in your bed, the monsters can't get you.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Okay. All right.
That's how it works.
I guess so.
I'll go next, and then you guys got to think of yours. So mine would be like limb removal. So like you could just pop your arm out and hit someone with like your right arm instead of your left arm.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
I want that.
See, it's stupid, but
You know what? Mine would be like, say you didn't want to climb up a fucking ladder. You could just fucking walk to it, grab onto it, and slide up it like an escalator.
Like an elevator.
You know how you slide down a ladder? Just reverse. Slide up it.
That would be a great power.
I think I'd want to be able to look at like bolts and just be able to turn them out with my mind. Using my hand.
And not have them snap off if they're rusty.
Yeah.
Now we're
That's a
thinking.
good one.
That'd be extremely useful. Useless.
Ephrem, I believe it's your turn.
So what I would do is I would have the ability to go around with my mind and turn off people's televisions.
You can already do that
Oh,
with a
I'd
Roku
just-
remote. You can go to any
Yeah,
Roku
but it'd
TV
be-
and turn it
Or
off with your
videos.
remote.
It'd just be you can do it with the Roku app on your phone too. You
If
can
you're
walk
connected
up
to the
somebody's
Wi-Fi.
house and just
Yeah, if you have their Wi-Fi. But the
I
remote,
feel
you can
like
just
if I
walk
just-
up.
I could just walk to people's and just look no and turn off. It'd be
I have the bladder of a gecko. I will be right back.
Well, Ben, our dear friend Ben, cannot hold a piss in for longer than 28 minutes and 6 seconds.
He went
Damn, it's
right
already been
before we
28
started.
minutes.
He did go right before we started. And what has he had, like 3 sips?
Yeah, I have had
I haven't seen him
half
take a sip of his
a
drink.
water bottle.
I've had just about 2 bubblers, and I am just about ready to drink this fucking candle wax.
I forgot to grab my water.
That's unfortunate.
Wow.
What flavor is your candle wax?
I don't know, but it
Can't go
smells
man's
like
back.
it smells like Vaseline, so probably Vaseline.
What are we talking about?
My candle wax. We were talking
Okay.
about how you couldn't hold your
Love your
fucking.
Vaseline.
We couldn't.
That's a fucking problem for me. I hate it. I have like a bladder like this big. So, like, I have to drive 2 hours home to my hometown from where I am at school. And if I drink anything before while I'm driving, I will be stopping in 2 hours. I have to pull over and go to the user restroom.
My brother in
Sounds like-
Christ, you're gonna need a catheter and a piss bag running down your leg.
Driving truck for 6 months was hell. I had to plan my drinks.
Or just hook up a funnel and hang a tube out the door or through the rust hole in the floorboards or something.
That would work.
It'd be like an airplane.
But think about planning when you can take a drink of your water.
Sounds terrible.
It was
Is
terrible.
that
I had to be
actually how it work?
What?
what? No,
Is that
I don't
actually
think
how
so.
airplanes
I
work?
don't think so.
It just falls out of the sky?
Yeah.
Dude, think about that. You're
It
like
all
walking
vaporizes.
around town, and all of a sudden, just thwap, turd hits you on the fucking dome.
Well, just think about it. In retrospect, planes, yeah, they fly over fucking cities and things, but the majority of the world is not populous.
Wait, Braxton, you're learning to be a fucking pilot. When you shit in a plane, what happens to it?
I have no clue. I don't shit my plane.
Where?
I got a
Okay,
toilet.
Our
no.
answer.
Hey,
Braxton doesn't shit.
I
no.
don't.
This is my point.
Don't poop.
Here's another topic. This is gonna be a really shitty topic, literally, for this podcast. Everybody on this podcast has been in a plane before, correct?
No.
Has everybody in this podcast except Ephrem taken a shit on a plane before?
I think I have.
I think I had to.
Or a piss. It doesn't matter. If anybody's
I
used
have
if anybody's
used the
used
restroom on a plane.
Like the last 10 times I've been on a plane, like on a commercial plane, I don't think I've gotten up from my seat.
then
I have
anyone
used the
would
restroom.
know, or if you've even seen a video, you would know that airplanes have ridiculous suction when you fucking flush. Why is
Yeah.
that? Because the little chute on the bottom of the plane or wherever the hell it is takes it and there it goes.
There's a,
And it just goes out.
There's
And
gotta be a tank on the plane.
No.
That's why there was a human turd on top of my car this morning.
Probably.
No, that was your neighbor that you were watching last night.
Yeah,
No,
probably.
I guarantee you that's how airplane toilets work, is they just suck it out so fucking
I'm looking
hard.
it up.
I guarantee you that it just sucks it out so hard that whatever is solid just kind of like breaks apart.
Evaporates.
It just evaporates with the force of the suction.
I'm pretty sure there's like a holding tank.
I don't think so, because when
In
you
a sealed-
flush,
stored in
you
a
can
sealed
hear.
tank under the cargo hold floor and dispose of at the airport.
What kind of negative pressurizer do they fucking airplanes have? Because
I
my
don't know.
goodness, is that some
This is
section?
insane. Section?
I meant to say suction.
Nick,
I
what
got-
are you doing on planes?
I got my mic monitoring on. It's kind of awkward to talk, but like, no, that's some real serious suction.
It's probably from the cab of the plane being pressurized and the cargo hold not being pressurized.
That could be part of
That
it.
makes sense.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But just imagine this. If you're just trying to do your business on a plane, what if that little flap malfunctions? Little Pikachu ain't going to be having a good time.
Little Pikachu?
Is that what you're naming your shits?
Or your penis.
Second option. I'm telling
At
you.
least he said little.
I'm just saying that might be an uncomfortable experience that could be worth a lawsuit.
It might suck it out of you if you have a whole seal around the
It'll make
toilet.
longer.
It might cure your cause
Stretch it
of
out.
constipation.
Yeah.
Ridiculous Recollections has proved that if you take a piss in a plane, it'll make your wiener longer.
That's why I don't pee in planes.
And
Fuck.
that's why yours is so small. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say it out loud, was I?
Okay,
I have
on to the
not
next
seen it
question.
before. Go ahead, Gavin.
I don't have a question. I was wondering if anyone else had a statement they'd like to bring to the table. A question they need answered.
Oh, that went well.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
great.
I mean, I have a Reddit story for later, but
That's for later. So I did want to cover one thing. There's one more thing that I have Um, you guys have all seen these videos of people going out in the woods and building these structures.
You've
I
talked
think we've
about this
talked
on
about this
every
before.
podcast
And we
We've
have.
so
talked
far.
about it on like every podcast,
You've
dude.
talked about this on every single one.
We've talked about these videos that you wake up at 3 a.m. on YouTube, too. That there's
Fuck,
these
I
little
apologize.
guys
I don't know
making.
why I thought.
I mean, we can talk. We can talk about it again
They are pretty cool.
I
if you
want
have
to
more
build
to
one.
say.
I want to go out into the wilderness and I want to do it.
We should.
Dude.
We've talked about doing it at the cabin.
We have talked.
You do have access to wilderness.
You do have access to heavy machinery.
access.
And that's how they do it too.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
definitely, no doubt.
You know what? I think this is
My phone is still on. I apologize.
this is a valid purchase. We all pull together like
And buy
$1,000.
land.
We all pull together like $1,000, and we buy one of those Temu mini excavators.
I'm so down.
I don't know who wants to put their banking information in to send $5,000 to Temu.
Well, what if we just put a GoFundMe in the
We can
bio?
do GoFundMe, and the people of the public can sponsor our wilderness
Our
building
house.
problem.
Yeah.
Or we could
We
get
can
like
build
a
a pool in the river.
Or we could get like a $5,000, 30,000 hour mini cat excavator.
Nah, I want
Or
the one
we
on
could
Temu.
go.
We want the one that
Want
Ben
the-
struggles to fix.
We go on
There you go.
Amazon and buy the keychain full of all of the universal keys and go find one at a job site.
There
Please
you
don't
go.
steal mine. Wait, it's not really stealing if you're taking it to my land.
Just relocation.
It's just borrowing.
It's just unwanted relocation.
Can I borrow your trailer to steal your excavator?
What if we could just drive the excavator down the road? It took maybe like 8 hours.
Bet
But
Florida Man has done that. Florida Man borrows company trailer to steal company excavator.
Probably.
That's gotta be a Florida Man headline.
That's
somewhere.
gotta be.
if not, Ben, you just go to Florida, live there
And
for
do it.
10 years, live there for 10 years, and then do it. Because you're not a
You
Florida
can't-
man if you don't live there long enough.
Yeah, but the news will put me as Florida Man if I'm in Florida when it happens.
Yeah, but we all know deep down that it wouldn't have been a Florida man.
It probably wouldn't.
Wisconsin man in Florida.
It would
Yeah, but
probably
that's only
be.
5 people, so who cares?
Well, I think most people who know the name Ben Strupp would know that you're not from Florida.
Go fuck yourself.
And all the people who listen to this podcast.
Go fuck yourself. That's what I think. Deep down.
Ben, I think I
Yeah,
need to get closer to your mic.
I
Slightly.
apologize.
that is quite a valid.
I did have one more
Something.
thing, but I can't remember it. Someone else. Oh, I do. So we will be squirrel hunting here in 3 weekends. We have a
Yes.
group of. Oh, it's actually everybody in this podcast but Braxton.
Lame. Braxton, you should
Lame.
come.
Loser.
Braxton's the idiot, and the other person that I invited was an idiot.
He just left.
Braxton just left.
Braxton said, "Fuck you."
It's okay,
I will be
guys.
sighting in my rifle next weekend. It's part of the reason why I'm coming back next weekend. And then, if we want to do a hot tub podcast next weekend, we definitely
Like, not-
could.
Not this coming weekend, but the next one.
Like the 19th.
Like tomorrow?
No,
No, the ninth. Yeah, the 19th.
Okay.
or the 16th, 17, 18.
We are
Around
recording this
then.
early, so this podcast will be uploaded on, I believe, the 13th. Yeah, the 13th.
This is being uploaded in 4 days.
So that's why we're saying not this weekend, but next weekend. But for you guys, it'll be this weekend. Anyways, so yeah, the weekend of the 18th, I will be setting in my gun, and then the weekend of the 25th is the.
I say there's a valid reason for a first video. Like,
Yeah.
vlog style video.
Yeah, hopefully we will be recording that, and we will be putting at least the clips of the best parts of it on our YouTube channel. We will be creating. It will be called Ridiculous Recollections. Oh, wow.
Recreations.
Ridiculous recreation.
Yes.
Ridiculous
Recreations.
recollection.
I think we need.
Ridiculous recreation.
That's our
Yes.
vlog channel name. Ridiculous
Recreational.
Recreations.
Yes.
Yep.
It has to be now. It's set in stone.
There we
On
go.
the
Ridiculous
Someone write it
Recollection
down.
podcast.
Gavin's writing her down.
What did we say? I forgot.
Oh my good grief. Ridiculous recreations.
Recreational ridiculousness.
No, you've gone too far.
That's too many syllables,
Too
damn it.
far.
Damn it.
See, I don't really need to sight in my gun, but I could sure as hell shoot it. I got iron sights.
I need to sight in myself.
Yeah, I will be doing
Yeah.
that at
I could use a
my
little
shop
training.
not this Saturday, but next Saturday. If you
Hey,
guys,
Are you
gotta-
guys using like 50
I have a
cals?
lead sled.
50 cows versus squirrels. Yes.
Dude.
Never thought of a better idea.
Is it a weight thing or is it
Yeah,
just
it's
a?
a weight thing. That's why I have acquired a 22 for this. That's why I need to set it in. I
You
have my
bring the
17,
tail.
but my 17 just goes.
Hey, we could just fill the squirrels with lead, and they'd be heavier.
Ooh, yes.
But not too much, because then they're gonna know.
But,
Yeah, like
but
that
if
bass
they-
fishing tournament.
But when they cut open the squirrels and they're like, "Hey, this person did it. The person that won did this," then I get a bad name.
Yeah, but they're not gonna cut open the squirrels if you put like 2 weights in each one.
2 2-pound weights.
No, they cut open the squirrels because all of the squirrels go to the Hmong family, or some of the Hmong families in the area. It's like donated to them.
Then you just say it was you
They're
used
there.
the shotgun. You used the shotgun, and that's the
This is
shotgun pellet.
this. The squirrel got hungry and found some lead in the wilderness. Not my fault.
In all of our squirrels, they found lead in
It
the
thought it
wilderness.
was
Weird.
corn.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, since you have
Colorblind
lights at your
squirrels.
shop,
Yep.
can we sight in our guns at like 9, 10 o'clock?
No.
Damn it.
You don't work from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock at night. We can do it before you work
That's fair. Let's do
or
that.
after you work.
Plus
When do
6
you work?
o'clock is
12
dark.
to noon, 9.
Yeah, noon to 9.
Yeah, we can do it at like 10, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And on Saturday.
Okay.
How do we spin guns in the dark?
You don't.
In the
In the
morning.
morning, Ephrem. In the
Oh.
morning.
Good grief.
Okay.
I have a lead sled we can use.
Okay.
My stepfather has borrowed us his lead. We don't have any in any other.
I think I also have one.
Tomorrow after work, I'm going to Blaine's and I'm buying a bucket of 22 LR.
I have a whole 50 cal ammo can full of 22 LR. If you
I
need
could
it.
only get 2 little boxes.
That's all they
Armored
allowed.
Fleet was sold out 2 weeks ago.
Well, maybe
Nickel,
I have
they're
a shit
stocked up.
ton.
Nick will go with
Well-
you tomorrow.
All right.
I'd go with, but I can't.
You can go to the
Stupid.
Farm and Fleet down in
Dude.
Madison. It's like the same one.
Yeah.
Yes, like
We could see
half
you
an
there.
hour from me. Far.
Well, half an
I
hour's
wanna
a
drive
long
through
way.
downtown just for 22 ammo.
Why not?
Seems-
At
You're gonna
5
see
o'clock
the-
at night. That is rush hour. That sucks.
Dude, I
And
was
you
in
have
dead
the
stop traffic.
Cabela's, like 5 minutes away from your
Oh
apartment.
fuck! I do have a Cabela's. Like,
You idiot.
It took
I'll
me
go there
like
tomorrow,
half.
then. I'll go there.
Took me like half an hour to drive like 4 miles after school today. It sucked, but it also snowed a shit ton. This is like dead stop traffic because people don't know how to
Yeah,
drive in
any
the
snow.
snow.
Yeah, we
Took
didn't
me
get
10
snow.
minutes to
Wouldn't
get
get
home
any
today.
snow.
We got a good amount.
I think you're lying.
You're lying to me.
Look, there's snow.
No
That's-
snow.
Nope.
Is
It's
that where you saw the? Is that where you saw her? Alrighty. Next topic.
Braxton's
What-
Reddits,
I think we need a Reddit.
Yeah, what are we at for time here?
45 minutes.
45 now.
All right. This one's just short but sweet.
Actually, you look like an old man reading your phone. There you go. Now you're ready.
You gotta do the.
Here, hold on, Nick. Hold on. For the Reddit session, you have to.
That didn't work.
That was badass.
I feel excluded.
Don't worry, you and Ephrem both do.
Am I the asshole for criticizing my sister's choice of name for her baby?
What was the
My
name?
My sister just had her first child, a girl, and she and her husband chose the name Isis after.
You are not the asshole.
I think we can assume that you're not the asshole for not wanting a niece to be named Isis.
Let's hear this
After
out.
the-
Hear this out.
After the Egyptian goddess.
Oh.
I politely pointed out that the name is also the name of a terrorist organization and that I thought the kid might get bullied or teased for having that name when she goes to school.
Rightfully
My sister
so.
totally blew up, accusing me of interfering in her life and saying that her daughter's name was her own choice. I wasn't going to be rude or judgmental, but now I think that I ought to not have bring it up. After all, it is her kid, not mine. Am I the asshole?
No.
No.
No, I'm gonna say no on that
I'll
one.
walk by.
I'm gonna say no.
Respect.
Well, I'm gonna say no, but Reddit voted that everybody there sucked. So
Really?
everybody was the asshole.
I don't think she was the asshole in any way, shape, or he or she. I don't know if it's he or she.
I don't think you can name your kid Isis.
That's like
This has got to be a shit post.
Yeah.
naming your kid ISIS and then getting upset when someone's like, "Hey, it's a terrorist group." That is insane.
Naming
You kinda
your
had it coming.
Taliban.
I'm going to pretend to play the detective part on this. I think that this is kind of a shit post just because they named their kid Iris, like a flower, perhaps. And then
spelled it
this Redditor was like, "Huh, this'll get the Redditors. Am I the asshole for not wanting my niece named Isis instead of Iris, you know?"
I totally see that, but I also totally see it being real. I can see it being real.
I don't know. Because Reddit is a very liberal space, I
Yes.
have come to find out. I don't think
Yes.
anybody's making terrorist
Because
organization
most of
jokes
us
for
don't
a...
have computers.
Yeah.
And I say us because it's us.
Well, look at
But
your hat,
also-
my hat.
Yeah, and then we're on a computer.
But also, Isis was a major goddess in Egyptian religion.
No, what? Yeah, I get that.
So
Just like the swastika
Yeah.
was like a meaning of happiness before it was the Hitler sign, correct?
Nazi
Well, it's
sign.
backwards.
It's like a
Backwards.
Buddhism symbol.
Yeah, but it's backwards. Like it's the same type of deal. ISIS was like a goddess, and now it's a terrorist organization. Well, you can't name your child the N-word because it was a term of endearment years ago. Never. But cunt is a term of endearment in Australia, but in America, it's like aggressive towards women.
very bad word. In
But in
America.
Australia, it's actually a term of endearment. So it's like, it's the same type of shit. I don't think she's the asshole for pointing it out. If this is a real story, she is not the asshole.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it's saving
Yeah,
years of
probably not.
bullying.
Braxton, you got another one?
I can find one real quick.
Go ahead. Oh, it just went up right over my head. I had it. It was like right here. And
Way to go.
I saw it. I saw it fly right off the top of your
was
head.
like-
It was like a little speck of dust just whizzing through the air behind
then
your
I
head.
just like, and it just, oh, blow the dust off my brain now.
Yep. That's how that happened.
My Snap-on guy shows up tomorrow. I'm excited.
Hey, you want to
asking us,
get me some Talon pliers or Hawk
I would-
pliers?
If I buy those, will be on.
Okay.
Did you talk to your instructor about getting your Snap-on discount?
No, I did not.
You should do that before I buy you anything. L7
Gavin, are you
weenie.
What?
Gavin, what are you going to school for?
Be a biomed tech, so I mean, I am a tech. I just don't know if it qualifies for the discount.
I feel like it's gotta.
tech
Like you're
for-
still working on stuff and
If-
you want Snap-on tools.
So here's what I think. If it's anything like my dad, you'll get like a fucking allowance at the end of the fiscal to go out and buy tools, because his maintenance crew got $90,000 to go spend whatever the fuck they wanted on whatever they wanted.
How big is this crew?
Maybe like, I don't know, 6 people, 8 people.
Holy shit.
You get a
Like, that's
toolbox.
Let's say you take
That's it.
30
You could
grand
buy
and put it
all
towards
of
the company.
Harbor Freight.
Then you have 10 grand to just blow on tools.
Pretty much.
That is insane.
Yeah.
You could
And like,
buy Harbor Freight.
nobody's buying Harbor Freight with $90,000 allowance.
You could
You're
buy the
buying
whole store.
Snap-on's fucking stock.
Well, they're just buying fucking power tools, so they're not going to buy Snap-on.
I'd buy all
They're
the
not.
Milwaukee tools I ever want and then buy Snap-on.
Because all they're really doing
Just to-
is just fixing
to have.
things around the hospital or the clinic. So you just need basic, good hand tools. DeWalt,
Snap-on. And
Milwaukee.
that 10 grand will get you the rest of your life from Snap-on.
But still, $90,000 to spend on tools.
It is insane.
That's crazy.
Ben gets to buy tools with his own money that he uses.
It's sad. I do get $40 a month from my company.
40 bucks a month.
For tools, but I have to turn in a receipt. It was kind of nice because my paycheck went from half of what it was to double what it was from the time I've worked there. I haven't turned in a single receipt.
You can get like 12 wrenches a year with that.
Oh, actually, I haven't checked my account yet since my paycheck went through today because it's Thursday.
You now
You
have
also get paid
$8 million in the bank.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
I get paid weekly. Do you guys get paid weekly or bi-weekly?
Bye.
Weekly.
weekly.
Bi-weekly would suck, I think.
It
Especially
kind of
on a
sucks.
Wednesday.
It sucks.
Shut
I've
up.
only ever gotten paid weekly, and I just think bi-weekly would absolutely suck. That's impressive.
See, I've had 2 jobs that have paid me bi-weekly. Quick Trip and here. It sucks. But then again, paychecks are nice to see like a little more than 2 grand coming towards you.
Yeah.
It makes
that would
it
be
makes
nice.
you feel better.
But when you see that once a week, it makes you feel even better.
Yeah, but I wouldn't see 2 grand once a week.
Yeah.
At my job I worked previous, I was pretty close.
You
Ben,
need
you're
to
way
get
too far
closer
away
to your
from your
mic.
mic.
Oh, I apologize. So the job I was working before, what I'm doing right now, I was a truck driver for a company, and we were doing state jobs, and I was pulling in like 1,1700 a week.
That's crazy.
That was awesome.
That's
Like
nice.
starting off at 18, making 1,700 a week is insane.
That
Like
is
if I hadn't
nice.
gone to school, I would have had a brand new truck.
You should have dropped out of school and done that then.
I thought about it, but I'm 3 months from the end of my school right now. Just gonna push through. Like I'm not dropping out now.
Do it.
You should do it.
Some kid did. We had some kid.
No
He was a
balls.
month from he was like maybe 8 weeks from graduating or something, and he was just gone. Just poof, gone. Just gave up.
I'm
8
excited.
Weeks.
I'm excited to see what the Coloma school will be like. The local 139's equipment operators
Oh.
school.
You're going to that?
Next year I will.
Sweet. Sweet.
Because I mean, once you're done with that, you pretty much get an immediate job.
That's sweet. That's sweet. Good job.
I haven't done
So is
anything
that
yet.
like
Well,
is that a union apprenticeship then?
You probably start off as a level below the journeyman.
Well, yeah, it's
I don't know
probably
quite
like
apprentice. Maybe apprentice if you're like just starting out your course. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'll probably start as a shovel runner, but I
Ooh,
don't
that's
really.
better than a broom.
It is. It's better than a
Hold on,
shovel and a broom.
instead.
I don't know.
almost heavier though.
Takes more effort.
Yeah.
I still don't know if I
I'm
want to.
going home.
I still don't know if I want to be in a crane or an excavator. I know I don't want to be in a loader.
Cranes have a lot of responsibility.
Yeah,
Cranes are
and
great.
I don't know if I want the responsibility over paycheck for that. You make damn good money, but
The paycheck might be good, like it might be insane, but the responsibility you carry while you're running one of those is insane. Like if something you placed went wrong and killed anybody, it's on you.
Yep.
From my understanding, I want to make that clear. Like, I'm not 100% sure on that, but from my understanding, that it's totally on you.
Well, of course it's completely on you,
And the installer.
unless you get like a job in Milwaukee when they were building the Brewers Stadium. That big blue crane wouldn't have collapsed. All right, so here's what happened: is the wind? It was way too windy to even work that day, and the original crane operator said, "No, it's too windy. This is stupid. I'm not gonna be operating crane in 40-mile-an-hour winds." And then the company, whoever did it, was like, all right, fine. We'll go get another crane operator who will do the job. And then,
I wonder who it was.
I don't know, but probably some cocky old head that was like, oh, whatever, I'll do the job because this guy won't.
Oh,
And then, of course, happenings happened. And the crane said, fuck it, I quit. Killed 3 people. And then it was a bad day from there on out. Now there's a memorial at AmFam Stadium. Or whatever the hell it's called nowadays. Is that still AmFam?
I think so, yeah.
AmFam or is it? Yeah.
It's not Miller Stadium anymore, unfortunately.
Okay.
Miller Park. I'll still refer to it as Miller Park because that's what I grew up with, and it just makes sense. Milwaukee, Miller Park.
I wonder if it was it Dawes? I can't
Right.
find whose crane it was.
I don't
Braxton,
know.
do you have another Reddit story?
I do have another Reddit story.
Hold on. I'm reading on whose crane it was. They just keep covering Big Blue Crane. Its main operator, among 5 other injuries. Doesn't say whose crane. Like, it doesn't say what company he worked for.
Probably paid OSHA under the table to keep it off the headlines.
Yeah, it's just it's a blue crane, so I know it's not ours.
I just know that the crane's name was Big Blue.
Yeah, I see that.
I don't know the names of anybody involved.
I could read you the names if you guys so please.
I don't think it matters that much.
I didn't.
I just had to share that little story. Being
Yeah,
that
it
we were
doesn't
talking
say
about responsibility
who's-
of crane operators.
Crane. Blah, 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 blah. Was a Lamson LTL 1500. Oh, we don't have any of those. LTL 1500. Let's see how big.
It's a big ass crane. Hence the name Big Blue.
Oh my god, that
Yeah.
is huge.
Now imagine operating that crane in 40-mile-an-hour winds. Or, I don't
What is the
remember,
weight rating of it?
a bunch.
Is it a 1500 ton, I'm assuming?
2 tree.
Yeah, 1,500 US tons.
That's 3
100,000
million
pounds,
pounds? Or
Almost the
300,000?
size of your mama.
Ooh.
You
Right? I
got
think it's
him.
300,000. No, it's 300. It's 3,306,000 pounds.
That's a bunch. I was
It's a
right.
few.
3 million pounds. Insane.
That is insane.
But that's the metric ton, though. Imperial. Oh, okay.
Oh. So, like, half that still, like 1.5 million fucking tons.
No, it's
Or-
we're still 3 million.
Oh. Wow, I gotta get my
3,300,000.
math right before I become a crane operator.
3,360,000. 3,306. All right,
Okay,
Braxton, let's
Braxton.
hear your story.
Speaking of yo mama, am I the asshole for responding yo mama jokingly to a coworker? A coworker asked me what I had for lunch today, and I said I had a poke bowl, however you pronounce it. Another coworker who sits the next seat down leaned back and said, "Ew." My reflex was to just say yo mama, a common comeback in my household. This coworker and I talk shit all the time, and it's always all laughs. He literally blew up over this comment and was saying things like, "I know we're cool, but I don't play like that, and you need to be careful about how you pick your words," and other stuff along those lines. I just looked at him in awe and said, "Okay, bro, I'm sorry, my bad." And he said, "Yeah, am I the asshole?" For context, I do not know his mom and fully understand that I might have hit a nerve with that, even with the yo mama. Wasn't really in reference to anything.
I feel like if you guys joke on the usual and are making similar jokes, then no. But if you guys are like saying like 5-year-old jokes back and forth, then yes.
See,
If you don't know
I've
him well
never,
enough, then yes.
I don't get the yo mama. What?
That doesn't make any sense.
It
Like,
That
doesn't
doesn't
make
make
any
any sense.
sense.
I ate
That's
this
the
for
worst
lunch.
use of yo
Ew,
mama.
yo mama. What? That doesn't
That's
make any
the
fucking
worst use
sense.
of yo mama I've ever heard.
See,
And
I
then
don't
someone getting mad about it is kind of sad.
I
to be
don't
honest.
think he was the asshole for this, because there's many different fucking possibilities of this certain event that could have led to this outcome. Per se, this guy's mom could be fucking dead. This guy could have just had a bad day. I don't fucking know.
Like
Yeah,
maybe
I feel like you can't get rid of like how you act in the workplace. Like that's not a very bad thing to do. Like for one little I mean if he knew that the mom was dead and made that joke,
Different
that's a
story.
Different
story.
story, of course, yeah, but I
But
don't
if you
think
But,
he's
like-
the asshole for saying something that he didn't know would offend his coworker, especially if they joke on the regular occurrence. Like,
Yeah,
then I can see it. Like he's not the answer.
yeah.
I
Not
gotta
the
agree
asshole.
with you guys on that one.
because I get how you can start joking with people you work with, like, a lot, all the time, constantly, nonstop. And then there's just that one that's just like, hey, man, not that one.
I joke. I have a mentor, as you could call him, and I joke with him all the time. And like, there's so many people in the shop that like I'll say something to, and they'll just kind of nod and walk away. Okay, cool. Like I'll like just tell him something like, "The Snap-on guy's gonna be here today. Like he wasn't supposed to be, but he's got blah 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 going on." And he just nodded and walked away. Like, yeah, you're welcome. Bye.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
how I
no.
felt that day.
Not the asshole.
Not the
Yeah.
asshole.
All the comments I
Not the
see are in
asshole.
here are also saying not the asshole, so we're on the right side of history.
Well, good for once.
Good. Good.
At least not the left.
Well, that marks the 1:05 timestamp. Thank you all for listening. This has been another wonderful podcast. And thank you guys for participating. Braxton, Gavin, Nick, and Ephrem. This will be up January 13th, I believe, the Monday. Yep. January 13th, Monday. Should be out like midnight, I think. Or I guess 12:01 Monday morning. So thank you all for listening, and we will all see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya.